Hey everyone, I'm Molly and welcome to your practice. Today is going to be kind of a grounded, embodied flow. So we'll find some openness and stability through the hips, the pelvis, the spine, and then a little bit of a creative, close to the ground movement. Grab whatever props you need. I'm going to use a bolster for this class. There's a couple postures that'll be nice for. So if you have a bolster or pillow, grab that. And then set up your space for comfort, for presence. Put on some music, light a candle, anything to bring your senses and your body into your practice and separate it from the rest of your life so that you can integrate with yourself and then integrate into the rest of your life at the end of class. So we're gonna get started in Virasana, and if you have the bolster, go ahead and place your legs on either side of the bolster. Sit your hips down just somewhere in the middle of your mat. And then right away, just sliding your hands on your thighs, finding some somatic touch, sensation, bringing you into your body. You can feel free to close your eyes if that feels good for you. And then maybe you slide your hands along your belly and your rib cage, feeling the borders of you back towards your hips and your low back. Grounding yourself into the here and now. And then you can continue with your slides, or you could start to just sway your rib cage side to side, leaning into one shin and hip and then the other. Throughout class, letting yourself feel the sense of groundedness down towards the earth with whatever's making contact, but then letting the rest of the movements be a little bit more organic or creative, embodied, not caring what it looks like, just kind of what it feels like in your body today. So now that we're here, grounded down through the pelvis onto the bolster if you have one, find some stillness, and then let's take a little bit of a neck stretch. So drop your chin in towards your chest, roll your right ear over your right shoulder, back through center, and then left ear to left shoulder, feeling that length along the opposite side of your neck. And you can roll a couple times from side to side. You could also feel free to take a full circle in one direction, dropping your head behind you, chin circling up towards the ceiling. And then maybe one more in the opposite direction. Good. Couple of rounds of cat-cow. And for this, if you can place your hands underneath your ankles or on top of your heels and really kind of press into that contact with your own body, that's your anchor point. And then from here, we're going to inhale to our cow shape. So belly and heart open forward, tailbone and sit bones root back. Maybe your throat opens to the sky. Exhale, opposite, chin to chest. Curl your tailbone in, and someone is pulling the back of your heart behind you as you round through your spine. Inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. Couple more rounds on your own. Feeling free to close your eyes and move into any animalistic, natural movements that your body is calling for you to do today. One more round. Good. Lift your hips off of your bolster. Keep it in this vertical position and then just kind of slide it to the very back of the mat. We'll use it again in a moment. Come into tabletop. Wrists are a little bit forward of your shoulders and your knees can stay really wide, or you could walk them in. We're going to take a couple glute stretches. Toes can tuck just for balance and support. As you inhale, keep that nice natural curve of your spine. So a little inward dip through the low back and a rounding through the upper back. Sit bones are rooting back, and then we inhale, shift your hips towards your heels. Breathe down into your pelvic floor. Exhale, shift forward, shoulders over wrists. Crown of the head tugs forward. Just about 4 or 5 times here. Inhale to lean back. Exhale, forward. So spine is more or less staying still. Maybe find a little more space with your breath through the rib cage. Some comfort through gentle rocking movements. Last one. Tuck your toes if they're not already. Keep your knees plenty bent as you push your hands forward and guide your hips up and back into a gentle downward facing dog. Nice wide stance with your feet and your hands, lifting your sit bones up towards the sky. Breathe in here. Breathe out, stay. Palms and feet squishing into the mat, into the earth. One more breath in and breath out. Walk your hands back towards your feet. Maybe your bolster is waiting for you. If it is, sit back into your hips. Inhale, hands onto bolster, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Spine is straight, crown of the head reaches forward. Exhale to fold. Let your head hang heavy, your neck be long. Inhale, fingertips to bolster or your shins. Your feet are nice and wide, halfway lift. Exhale, let it go. Good, push down through your feet. Steady here, and we're gonna slide our hands all the way up our body as we come to stand. So tops of the feet, the shins, knees, thighs, hips, belly, rib cage and chest, sliding through the neck and the face. Maybe the back of your palms touch, and then reach your arms overhead. Breathe in here. Exhale, hands to heart center. Stay for a breath in. Lift back through the shoulders and forward through the chest. Exhale, dive down. And one more roll up the spine, keeping that touch along the way, hands on body as you roll upwards. Back of the palms start to touch and center as you roll your hands, your fingertips open to the sky. Breathe in, grow upwards by pushing down through your feet and lifting up through the rest of the body. Exhale, hands to heart center. Take a moment to close your eyes to feel into all the corners of your feet and your toes and your heels touching the mat. Maybe repeating, I'm here for this practice, I'm here in my body. And then eyes can stay closed or open them. Release your hands and take a little sway, any organic movements. Again, we're anchored in our lower body. And then the rest of the body can kind of flow and feel what feels good. Maybe leading with a hip or pelvis. You could also lead with your rib cage. Rolling out through the shoulders. This could look different every single day, every single hour. Letting your body be the guide. Big breath out. And then turn your toes out. Heels in slightly. Sit down into Malasana. The bolster might be waiting for you. If so, sit bones down onto the bolster and then hands, palms touch in center. Press your knees into your elbows into your knees. Lift up through your heart. Take a couple breaths down into the pelvic floor, opening up the hips. You could find stillness or any movements. Good. Lean forward enough just to slide the bolster out of the way. Shouldn't need it for the rest of class, but you can keep it close if you'd like. And from your Malasana, drop down into a seat. And then deer sit, knees pivot over to the right. So we're at the back or middle back of our mat. And for deer sit, your knees are bent more than 90 degrees. Your feet are kind of curled in towards your body. And plant your fingertips in front of you onto the mat or onto a block and take some sways. Hips and pelvis are open and stable, and then find some fluidity through the rib cage, through the shoulders, rolling one back and then the other. Take an inhale to lengthen your spine, and an exhale to fold forward and down over your right shin. Forehead can rest onto your hands or onto a prop. couple breaths to land here. Notice if you're holding any unnecessary tension in your shoulders and your face, and let it go. Good, lift back up. Right leg stays bent right where it is. Extend your left leg long. So we're in a Janushirasana. From here, take a side stretch. Left hand slides down your left leg. Right arm reaches up. And then over towards the left toes. Even if they don't touch, think about curling your heart up towards the sky. Breathe in to inflate the right lung. Exhale, plant your right hand on the outside of your right hip. Drive your hips forward and rock your way onto the right shin as you find a stargazer. Pressing hips forward, lifting them up. Left arm reaches back. Cycling between these two movements. Inhale, side stretch over to the left as you lower your hips. Exhale to transition, lift your trunk up, plant your right hand. Breathe in, hips forward, left arm up and back. And lower back down as you exhale. One more time, inhale, side stretch. Spread through the right rib cage. Exhale, plant your right hand behind you. Inhale, hips forward, heart opens. And lower hips back down. Frame your right knee. I'll turn so you can see. Frame your right knee with both hands, enough that you can slide your right foot back and kind of come onto the shin. Left hand stays planted. We're in our adductor, our inner thigh stretch. Inhale to sweep your right arm upwards. Exhale, thread the needle, right arm dives underneath left, lower down onto your right ear. And two more with your breath. Inhale to open. Exhale, thread the needle. Inhale to open. Exhale, curl and twist through the upper spine. Good, this time, both hands plant, enough for you to lift onto your right toes and come into Skandasana. Right knee is pointing forward, your right heel can be planted or lifted. Breathing into the left inner thigh, pelvic floor. Using any props you need underneath the right heel. Take an inhale to spread your left arm towards the sky. And exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Both legs straighten, toes turn in slightly. Crown of the head drops down. And take a Skandasana over into the left leg, bending there. Maybe pivoting onto the right heel. And exhale, wide-legged forward fold. One more over to the right. Through center. And over to the left. Good, pivot. So we're at the other side of the mat and we're facing the long edge in front of us. So right leg sweeps back, we meet in Malasana. Just at the other side of the mat. Maybe your bolster's waiting for you, maybe not. Just take a breath in your squat. And then lower down into deer sit on the other side. Knees drop over to the left. Curl your heels in towards your body. Feel grounded down through your pelvis, and then plant your fingertips on either side of your left knee as you find some of that swaying, lovely movement of the upper body. Letting breath guide you, maybe sighing if you need. And then take an inhale for a tall spine. Exhale to fold for a couple of breaths. Releasing through the low back, the jaw. Bringing your mind, if it has wandered, to sensation in the body, to space being created with your breath. Maybe repeating, I am here in my practice, I'm here in my body. Lift back up, extend your right leg long, and we'll take those side stretches and stargazer. So inhale, side stretch over to the right, left fingertips reach up and then to right toes, curling hard up to sky. Exhale, lift your shoulders over your hips, plant your left hand behind you. Inhale, sweep your right arm forward through the body and then all the way overhead as you drive your hips forward, rocking onto the left shin. Exhale to lower back down. Inhale, side stretch to the right. Exhale to lift. Inhale, stargazer. Up with the hips, open with the heart. Lower back down. One more time through this cycle. As you finish up, hands frame your left thigh enough for you to slide your shin back to parallel. Come into your adductor stretch. And from here, which leg was I on? I think the left was bent. Good, right hand plants. Inhale to twist open with the left hand. Exhale, thread the needle. Left hand dives underneath right, lower down onto your left ear. Breathe in, twist open. Pelvis is neutral and the twist is coming from the upper spine. Pushing down through the right hand. And then exhale, twist under. Breathe in to open. Exhale, thread the needle. Lift up again, push through your palms, step your left ball of your foot to the mat, Skandasana. Taking any variation that works for you. Good, left hand stays planted. Inhale to sweep right arm high. And exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Both legs straighten, toes turn in, crown of the head drops down. And then shift from side to side with your breath. Lingering in any places along the way. And then as you finish, drop both knees to the center, find tabletop. Doesn't really matter which way you're facing. It's all the same. And then from your tabletop, let's step the right foot to the outside of the right hand. Curl your left heel underneath your body and sit your hips to your left heel. Sage posture. So nice opening, stabilizing pose for the hips. Maybe your hands come to heart center. Breathe in. And exhale, tabletop, return to your starting point. Left foot to outside of left hand. Curl right heel underneath you. Sit back to the heel. Inhale, sage pose. Palms to touch. Exhale, tabletop. One more on each side. Right foot steps forward. Hips back towards your left heel. Shift forward to tabletop. And then one more on the left. Settle into your Virasana, your kneeling posture, just how we started. This is actually a good place to bring the bolster back into play. And then feel your bones settle down, your shins, your hips, spine stacking. Collarbones open, crown of the head towards the sky. Maybe you close your eyes here and settle in. And then a little embryo pose. Bring your knees narrow. It's like a child's pose, but everything is curled in closely. Slide your hands alongside your body, back behind you. Forehead rests down, eyes closed down, kind of planting yourself into the moment, into your mat, into the earth, body connected with earth. Start to slow your breath. Bones becoming heavier, skin becoming soft and wide. You can stay here, or if you want to take your final resting pose in a crocodile, let's do that. I like to bring a bolster underneath my hips, so this is a prone or a belly shavasana. Maybe bolster under the hips. Lay your body long. Feel lots of contact with the mat or with the ground. Arms can be wherever comfortable for you, and then rest one cheek down. Or you could rest your forehead on the backs of your palms. Close your eyes and feel that sensation. Where do you feel any contact with your body, with the ground? How can you use that to return to presence for a few moments of silence and stillness? If you'd like to take a little mantra with your breath, maybe on your inhale you say, I am here. On your exhale, I am grounded. Inhale, I am here. Exhale, I am grounded. And switch which cheek you're laying on. If you're on one side, I'm just here for a couple more breaths. Soften through the back body. You have the option to stay as long as you have time for. If you're ready to transition out, keep your eyes closed or soft gaze and press to a comfortable seat of your choice. Hands on body one more time, on your thighs, on your belly, your hips, and your back body. Let's take an inhale, palms meet at heart center. Exhale, bow forward in gratitude for your practice, for your body, for 20 minutes of space. Namaste. You can start to blink your eyes open and take in the room around you, feeling your body, feeling any additional postures or breath work that would be nice for you. But otherwise, I hope you feel great. Thank you for being here, and I will see you next time.